Thank you very much for being on the programme. It's good to have you here. You were called into the Whip's office today. What happened?
Basically, I was informed after the Prime Minister's questions that I was going to have a temporary suspension of the Whip pending investigation into my voting record and some of the things that I've said that have been deemed detrimental to the government in the media.
And did they explain, what those things were, for example? Or?
No, that wasn't any in-depth conversation. Of course, I was shocked at the news and incredibly disappointed. I mean, I love the Labour Party. My home politically is in the Labour Party, and I want to get the Whip back. So, yeah, it was a real shock. What
did you say to them?
I listened, mainly. I was in a state of shock, and I asked for it in writing. And to be honest, it's in, look, what is the route back into the Parliamentary Labour Party? Because I was elected as a Labour MP, but really, I was elected to serve the constituents of Alloa and Grangemouth. And that's what I think I've done in my first 12 months. You
say that you were shocked when you went in there and you got the news. Did you have any kind of prior warning? Had you had any contact with the Whips before?
None at all. It was a complete bolt from the blue. To receive news of the suspension. I was very, very shocked. And
how about the Prime Minister? Has he made any attempt to kind of reach out to you over the last few months, or for example?
I haven't. In my 12 months as an MP, I haven't spoken with the Prime Minister personally at all, apart from the 3 Prime Minister's questions that I've asked.
So you haven't actually had any contact with Keir Starmer in that time then?
Zero.
So I guess, what some people might be saying in Number 10 or in the Labour Party is like, look, you rebelled, right? You've broken the Whip. What did you think was going to happen?
Well, as I said, Sophie, my loyalty is to the constituents that elected me to Westminster. Now, when we look at, without going into individual policies that the government have put forward, no one thought they would elect an MP to go and make society worse or make them poorer. I've went down there and I've tried to fight on personal constituents and constituency issues and wider national issues that I think, to be honest, is the wrong course of action that the government have taken.
And I guess some would say, if you're looking specifically on welfare, the government changed its course on welfare, and they said that they've been listening to backbenchers such as yourself.
Well, we saw a raft of concessions from the government that got the bill into a better place. Ultimately, the bill still wasn't fit for purpose. And I will stand by what I said in the run-up to the second and the third reading and what I was saying for months. The bill should have been pulled and actually proper consideration with disability charities and organisations and actually come up with a welfare system worthy of the name.
Some in Number 10 are suggesting that the reason that these 4 MPs have been singled out is for organising, for effectively kind of plotting. What would you say to that?
Well, I would say that what we've got to do is we work as a collective. That's the whole point of the Labour Party, the sum of its parts and so on and so forth. And yes, when the government does take the wrong direction, it's incumbent on backbench MPs to actually try and be that compass for the party leadership, to actually say, you're heading in the wrong direction here, and actually offer the rational and logical way to making things better.
How do you think Keir Starmer's relationship is with his backbenchers?
Well, I'm not going to comment on fellow Labour Party backbenchers, but I think it's been well documented that, and I answered it already, we don't really have that personal relationship. Now, I appreciate he is the most important politician in the country, but international issues, domestic issues, but you've also got to make sure that everything at home is right. And I think it's quite clear that it's not.
Have any other MPs been in contact with you, showing solidarity, for example?
Oh, absolutely. I've got many great friends that are in the PLP, and we're very lucky. There are some phenomenal MPs from all over the country, not just from Scotland. And yes, I've appreciated their message of support and solidarity. So
you think that this might, I guess, go against the Prime Minister among some backbenchers, this decision?
I don't know. I can only comment on it for myself, and I'm incredibly disappointed. I mean, I'm devastated. I'm a proud Labour Party member, and I have been for quite some years, and I still think that the Labour Party is the true vehicle for positive social mobility and actually making the country a much fairer and equal place.
So you're not tempted by the new party on the left, the Zara Sultana, Jeremy Corbyn party?
I have the utmost respect for Jeremy and Zara. They've been fantastic parliamentarians, and they've been very, very supportive to me as a new MP in my first year. I've got all the respect in the world for them, but as I say, I still think that the Labour Party, with the infrastructure and the people involved and the phenomenal grassroots members that we have, I still think that is the real vehicle for social change in the country.
So you rule out joining it then?
I'm a Labour Party member.
OK, thank you very much.